What you say? She said she
Your
pissed.
girl is pissed. I'm fucking pissed. I'm pissed off.
I say you speaking the tones of the entire nation right now. And folks, thank you for joining us yet again for yet another fantastic episode of Love on Shuffle. I'm your host, Rome Jones. I am only one half of the world famous DJ. That's my DJ right there, Biggs DC. And you know we are not alone, folks. We are not alone. We got our favorite big cuz in the building with us too. Charlie!
What up? What up?
What's up, y'all? How we doing, man? Other than being pissed.
I
Shit. It's just a bunch of bullshit going on. That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
let me
A
tell
lot of
you.
baby back bullshit. You know what I'm saying? A lot
Yeah.
of baby back bullshit going on here. I wanted to kick off today's episode with a line from a J. Cole song that I actually, ironically, you might hear about a little later in our mix here. But he says, you in the chair, what's the holdup? It's things that we want to fix, but you know this shit, nigga. Politics. That's right. So, hey, that's what we're going to be talking about here today. We're going to be diving deep into more so around politics in your relationship, in your household, and how the recent shenanigans that's been going on in DC has affected you and your household. Because I mean, let's be real, man. I mean, most traditional families they let politics live outside of the home until it reaches their front door, right? So I want to hear exactly how has this affected you all recently with all of the things that's been going on. Big shout out to everybody in the chat with us as well. Appreciate y'all rocking with us here first thing this Saturday morning. But I'm gonna kick it over to you, Charlie Ray, because I know you got a lot to say around this. What's your thoughts, sis?
Listen. This week alone has been a lot. But as far as politics, I think it's one of those things where at the end of the day, the basic, I guess, defining line for myself as well as my household is the humanity piece. Even though there may be things that don't necessarily directly affect myself and my wife and our child, um, I think that it's still important to have that base sense of humanity and understand that some people are fighting different fights than what you're fighting. And so why do they
Mm,
not, deserve a seat at the table or a piece of the pie, if you will? So I think at
mhm.
the end of the day, leading with humanity, leading with love, and we all just trying to make it. I ain't even gonna hold you like we're just trying to make it out here. We
Yeah.
are. We really and truly are.
So piggyback question real quick, Charlie, and then I'm gonna kick this over to you as well, Biggs. But like, so would you say that I guess the recent shenanigans that's been happening that hasn't necessarily had a direct impact on your household? It's kind of like what you're saying.
No, it has. It
It has.
really and truly
Okay.
has. And so, without going into a whole lot, but even just with this whole administration, man, the things that they are rolling back, some of the benefits and aids that are going to people that actually need it actually affect whether indirectly or directly myself and my wife and our daughter. And even, we're gonna get into it with the Ask Big Cuz segment, but we all
Mhm.
know that the same sex marriage was on the block. They were trying to appeal the decision. And so yeah, like we just been trying to take it day by day. Like I said, some things have, could potentially directly affect us, but some indirectly. But yeah, it's been rough out here, man. Just trying to stay positive and I'm, just trying to stay positive. I'm gonna say
No. Hey, nonetheless, and I'm sure that it's been going on in your household as well, Biggs. I mean, indirectly, directly, how has everything been affecting you, and how do y'all navigate all this?
Honestly, we just like Charlie said, you just try to have empathy and for those that are affected. Unfortunately, I mean, luckily we haven't been too much affected by some of the policies, whether it comes to like work or just being furloughed or anything like that. But um, you know, um, in the corporate world, some of the things I do work with, that I do see the effects that it's causing in the
Hmm.
economy and the marketplace, right? So it's definitely tough to see it in real time, and you have people that do need help, right? So you try to help them out as best as you can, in any way you can. So if you're in a position where you can, provide help or just aid or anything like that, that's what we try to do. We try to facilitate that as best as we can, in our household. So that's definitely something that, we are mindful of. And it's just rough, you know, I think with the whole SNAP benefits, all that stuff, like, it's tough, man. It's like people really can't even get groceries. Like you take those little things for granted, like going to the grocery store to even
Mhm.
get your child milk or food or cheese or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like,
Essential.
oh, the bare necessities. These are the things that this administration and was kind of putting us through the ringer. And honestly, the wages that we're receiving right now aren't kind of up to par with where the market is right now. Like it's
Not at all.
so it's kind of like
Exactly.
so it's like people
Say it
are
with your chest. It's not. We are not paid enough.
yeah, we're not
We're
paid
not.
enough, right? So it's like people are scratching and calling, and you can't really get mad at somebody for trying to do something or trying to hustle, or I at this point, if you are in a position where you got to do what you got to do, as long as it's not illegal, right? But you know what I mean. I
Right.
feel you can't judge nobody. It's no who you to judge. You know what I mean. So that's
100%.
really my take. Is just like in my household, we ain't judging nobody, man. You got to get it how you get it. You know what I mean. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I can go on for days, but we got to keep going with this. So
No, no, no. And I guess I'll tell this out, man, because I know in my household, we full transparency,
mhm,
we're my wife and I have gone through a transition in our careers, right? Where my wife has came out of corporate America.
mhm,
She's now a real estate agent. So now she's in that space where it's like, I don't want to say commission based, but it's just not as rampant as far as the what we're used to financially. All right.
mhm,
However, me holding it down, I have no problem with that. I mean, we're still the ship is still sailing, right? We're good, but it does put into perspective, those bare necessities, those essentials for those folks who, let's say, are in the same situation that we're in, but let's say the breadwinner is
mhm.
furloughed. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah,
like the whole ship is just
stalled.
it's gonna
Yeah,
crash
Yep.
down. You know what I mean? It's gonna
right.
stall. It's gonna sink. All of that potentially, right?
Mhm,
But so I'm thankful in that regard. Same thing. We're definitely humble as far as making sure that we're extending ourselves as far as anything that we can do, whether it's hosting a food drive, pulling up to
mhm,
a food drive, whatever
mhm,
it might be. Making sure that we are involved in that respect. I think is something that's been very important to us recently, since it hasn't directly impacted
mhm.
us. Now, in other ways, I will say my niece, shout out to Norfolk State Spartans,
Let's
behold the Freedom Bowl, all
go.
that. You already know. Yeah, she went through a whole issue with her benefits, like her GI Bill, things of that sort, where she had to possibly come out of pocket for something. It was just a lot, a lot of things that weren't just SNAP, that weren't just people being furloughed. It was like we don't even want to talk about the airplane travel. I think that's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
self-explanatory, and how that has impacted. Especially, I could tell for you, Charlie, is because I know you travel a lot, so I know that you know added a lot of unnecessary anxiety. Right. I
Hmm.
think that's the point that I think that we're all saying here is that when it comes to those folks up there in DC, it just
Mhm.
seems like they are always adding some unnecessary anxiety on the people, right? And it's at the worst time too. It's at the worst time. So I'll tell us out with that. Any final thoughts, folks, before we transition here?
I saw the comment about the groceries. Listen, y'all.
Listen.
Since when are two turkey wings $12? $12 for two. Two
Hey, look, and I
turkey,
know you
two
know,
turkey, and they
Charlie.
don't even
Look,
have a tip on it. It ain't even a whole wing. It is just the like what would be considered like the drum and the flat. It's just
get him,
four of
Charlie.
those in a packet,
Get him, dog. Get him.
and it's
Just
it's
get him.
$11 and what was I think it was like 90 something cent. Like that is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
insane.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, they going crazy. Like you can't even go. You go to. I always talk about this with my mom because she used to always be sending me coupons and stuff, and now I see why.
Right? Yes.
Like,
Coupon me,
yeah,
please.
coupon me.
Sales,
Man.
sales.
Nah, coupon me to death, man. I'll
Right.
tell you,
Right.
man. I'll never forget on Sundays, man. My mama used to make sure I got that Sunday paper, man, where you got all them
You
little
need
ads
it
that go
now,
with the
bro.
coupons. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't
We got
mind. Look, I'll
we
go up
got the
there.
app now. I
Right.
know
Oop, I got
every Tuesday them sales refreshing. What
that's
we
true.
eating this week?
That's true.
Yep.
That's a little look, that's a little game right there for y'all. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Look, I'm
We
just saying,
dropping
look,
we dropping
dropping a gem. You know what I mean? Look, speaking of dropping gems, man. Yes, y'all. This is where we transition to the one of our favorite parts of the show here, where we kick it over to our favorite big cuz, Charlie Ray, with Ask Big Cuz. What you got for us, cuz?
Listen, y'all. Y'all know, like we said, this is a little bit of a political episode, if you will. So we're gonna take a little detour. First of all, appreciate y'all so much for chiming in and hanging in there with us. We appreciate y'all so very much. We want to hear y'all's thoughts. We want to hear, your stories and share all that good stuff. So please feel free to hit us up on all social media platforms at Love on Shuffle. Again, all social media platforms, Love on Shuffle. You can also send us an email at love.on.shuffle.podcast@gmail.com. All right. Again, that's love.on.shuffle.podcast@gmail.com. And today's Ask Because segment is brought to you by I'm Fed Up. Okay. That's what it's brought to you by. Sponsored by Big Cuz is Fed Up. Uh, so for
Get
those
him
that
started.
know, there have been a lot of things that have been coming down the pipeline politically, that have been published in social media, things like that. So one of the things that I wanted to bring up is that they were trying to appeal the Supreme Court ruling that legalizes same-sex marriage. So for all of our
Mm.
cousins out there that don't know, I am in a same-sex marriage. I've been married to my wife. It'll be 3 years in February of next year. So super
Yeah.
excited about that. Yes, shout out to my
Yeah.
love. Shout out to my
Woo.
love.
Let's go.
But of course, the case came about. It was brought about by a former clerk for the state of Kentucky. I think her name was Kim
Mm.
Davis, but she basically wanted to have this decision overturned or appeal the decision. Thankfully, they rejected it. Okay, so but I say all of that to say you never know the things that are affecting the people that are around you. Because my wife and
Mhm.
myself, we take our vows very, very seriously. That's we're not these people, and no shade to nobody that's common law, no shade to nobody that's been with somebody for umpteen years, and do your thing. But we did ours. We had the ceremony, we got the paperwork, all of that. It's legal around here. Okay, it's legal around here. But one of the things I wanted to come up or talk to y'all about today, number one, as I said, love is love. Okay, I had a heated discussion around someone who actually opposes same-sex marriage and thinks that same-sex marriage is not considered a marriage. Like it's not real. It's this fictitious thing that people come up with to destroy heterosexual marriages or families. And so one of the things that kind of struck me was that this individual has other people in their family that are part of the community. And so I was asking, I was
Mhm.
like, yo, like how do you navigate that? And this individual has their own family. They're in a what would be considered a heteronormative setup. So man, wife, child. Um, and so I was asking, how do you handle that? Like how does that interpersonal familiar relationship continue on knowing that you don't feel that same-sex marriage is a legitimate or legal marriage, but you are related to people that are in close proximity to you that are also in same-sex marriages. And y'all, this person went on to state they have completely cut those individuals off in their family
Oh
What?
wow.
because
Oh
they don't want the
wow.
influence, and their reasoning was they don't want the influence around themselves, their spouse, or their child, because they feel like them being exposed to that in such close proximity could entice or encourage them to partake in that lifestyle. And after I picked my jaw up off the floor, yep. After I picked my jaw up off the floor, and I was like, just kind of knowing a little bit about their history as far as the familiar relationships. Like y'all, y'all grew up together. Y'all are close. You know what I'm saying? Like tell each other secrets. Like, we just they used to do back in the day, poke a little bit of blood. Y'all blood brothers now. Like y'all are that close. And you mean to tell me because you don't agree with how this individual chooses to live their life, you are going to just sever all ties? Like to me, I could not stomach that. And to me, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So I want to toss this out to y'all. If you found yourself in a situation where you disagree with the lifestyle that a loved one is living, is that grounds for you to sever ties in the realm of same-sex marriage?
Can I tap this one real quick?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I totally disagree with the thought of cutting ties with someone, only in the instance if you know that their lifestyle hurts people. That's the only instance for me that I'm gonna have to cut ties with somebody over a lifestyle, right? If it is hurting people. Now, I look, as you know, I have lots of family. I have lots of friends that's in the community. This don't necessarily apply to me. You know what I'm saying? This don't necessarily apply to me, but I will say that if it did, to answer your question in general, Charlie, if it came down to a lifestyle choice or because of a lifestyle, right? As long as it's not hurting people, it's love. It's love. You know what I'm saying? It's just love for me. That's just me. That's just me.
Yeah.
And that's just sucks. That really sucks that even had to transpire like that. But I'm sorry, that was my 2 cents. What you got?
Okay.
Man, so look, the lifestyle change, like that's some bull. Look, that's some BS. You know what I mean? That situation right there you just provided to me, that's some BS, right? Because if that's y'all grew up together, it shouldn't be no, like, if you have a disagreement, it's okay to disagree. That's what's wrong with a lot of people these days, man. People are afraid to disagree with somebody. Like, I don't have to disagree with everything that you do or your lifestyle, but that doesn't mean like I'm not your brother, I'm not your sister, I hate you. Like, I still can have love for you and still disagree with you. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I think it's BS. I think that's a cop out. And honestly, they should try to get a better understanding of, you know what I mean, of someone's like. I feel like you should always try to learn. You like to learn and lead with love. You know what I mean? Like, everybody with the whole same sex. Like, I love the fact that people just love who they love. Like, there's nothing wrong with loving who you love. Like, if you love somebody unconditionally, what's the problem with that if they're the same sex as you? Like, I don't feel like that should influence who you are or how you move in your life because somebody else is moving a certain way in their life. That's crazy to me. Like, you're moved by somebody else's movements and decisions in their life. What's
Get 'em, bro.
how does that make sense?
It make sense.
Like that, bro. Life is. You should have like peakers, right? And be able to kind of like run your own race. Everybody's got their own journey in life. Your journey may be completely different from somebody else's, but that doesn't mean that their journey is wrong. That doesn't mean that their journey is any more or less important than yours. So I say that to say, man, lead with love, lead with caring for others and understanding. That's the best way to live, man. It's like, you can't live with hate in your heart. And whoever decides, whatever decision, they got to take that up with God. You know what I mean? Like, God, everybody's got to answer to God. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So it's like, whatever decision you make, that's who you should be having your relationship or dealing with. You know what I mean? That's what you should be worried about. don't make it based off of what somebody else is doing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's
And
just
can
my
I
2 cents, man.
and can I unpack something real quick too though, like that was said in that story? I hate to cut you off, bitch, my bad. But like when you think about what your people said about how they didn't want them to influence them,
Yeah,
as if like they're like weak. You know what
Contagious.
I'm saying?
exactly.
Or
Right.
contagious. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like they're gonna be infected. Like my wife is gonna start liking women. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, or like it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Yeah, that that
it's
that that part to me kind of like added even more angst to the story. I just wanted to throw that out there. What you got, D?
but look, it's so much influence on everywhere you go. You step out the house, there's influence. You can be influenced by every little thing. You know what I mean? So it's like if that really bothers you and you feel like there's influence there, something's really wrong with you internally. You know what I mean? Like something's really that's what I'm like something because the moment you step outside your house, the moment you turn on your TV, it's influence. There's programming. There's so much program that people don't realize, man. And for people to be easily moved like that or to be like offended by somebody else's actions is bullshit to me. Like you
Bro,
just ain't got no backbone,
you done made him hit the
bro.
desk.
Bro, I'm hot, man. I'm not because it's some bullshit, man. Like I don't. I hate when people cop out, bro. Take the easy route, like you know what I mean.
Yeah, not for you.
Yeah,
I feel you.
and I appreciate y'all so much for your unfiltered thoughts. Because I always err on the side of what somebody else eat don't make me shit. So
Right,
like, why does it matter what somebody else is doing?
right,
And it's not harming me. They're if they choose to put themselves in harm's way, that's their
right.
decision. But at the same time, I encourage people, those that you see that are in same-sex relationships, marriages, what have you, there's no agenda. There's no agenda out here that we are
Mhm.
on to try to convert people.
Right,
There's
Talk your shit,
no,
Charlie.
no there's no programming that's like, oh yeah, we going after all the little small kids because we want
thank
them
you.
to grow up to be gay.
Right,
No, I am raising a child right now in my home that I am teaching her that, hey, you love who you love. And
hmm
as a part of her parental unit, we're gonna support you as long as that person is loving on you the way that they should, and they not hurting you, they not knocking your head between the wall and in the washing and dryer.
hmm
Who cares if it's the
Who cares?
if it's a woman or if it's a man? Who cares?
right.
Who
Come on,
cares?
Charlie. Got it.
And I want to also let y'all know, and again, this is something that's dear to my heart, just because I am a part of this community. Y'all have no idea how a lot of people fought to become who they are and to be able to
hmm
love out loud. You don't know people's stories.
Yep.
Everybody, this lifestyle wasn't a result of someone, being sexually assaulted or molested. Everybody, that's not everybody's story. Some
hmm
people are actually just born and they are attracted to who they are attracted to.
Right.
Mhm.
So don't discount a person's journey. Don't discount, the fact that they're choosing to love who they want to love out loud. I don't know, that could be a personal trigger for people, but
Mhm.
deal with you, and don't worry about nobody else. Deal
Got
with you and don't worry about nobody else. 'Cause I promise you, ain't nobody over here in the community is worried about you and your little your spouse and your child and y'all's dogs, and ain't nobody worried about y'all. Ain't
So
nobody
y'all
worried about y'all.
dogs. So you
No.
affect the dogs too,
The
Charlie.
dogs
Yeah, y'all
too.
gonna
The
affect
dogs,
the
the
dogs
rabbits,
too.
the cats, all that y'all got. Ain't nobody worried about that. Nobody's worried about that. And if we start focusing more on making our own unit strong, our
Mhm.
personal unit strong, we don't have time to worry about what nobody else doing, what my neighbor got going on over here. So what? So what? At the end of the day, y'all, love is love. Because love y'all. I really do. All walks of life, and I think I can echo that sentiment for my brothers here on the podcast as well. We love y'all. Love is love. Listen, don't judge nobody based off of who they choose to lay beside, who they choose to love out loud or be with or what have you, because you don't know what they're getting from that. And you don't know what the other person is getting from that. So at the end of the day, love is love. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all so very much. We want to hear y'all's thoughts. please hit us up again. All social media platforms, Love on Shuffle. You can also hit us up via email. Put in the subject line hashtag Ask Big Cuz. That email address is love.on.shuffle.podcast@gmail.com. Ask Big Cuz. Listen, I'm fired up today, y'all. I am.
Look,
I am.
look, man,
I
take the mic,
am.
Charlie. Take the mic and drop it, Charlie. Just don't
I
break it though. Don't
am.
break it because we still got to use
No.
it. We got one more. We got
Right.
one more segment after this. But no,
Right.
man, big shout out to you, Charlie. Very well said. You held it down. You definitely held it down. So, hey, whew,
Yeah, you
let's
did
get
it.
it. Let's get
Yeah.
it. Big one. Big one. Speaking of big, that's where we kick it over. This is the time where we kick it over to our resident DJ, our boy, our DJ extraordinaire. The look, I was about to get on my Nori bag, man. I was trying
Right.
to get, with the intro and everything. But hey, y'all know what time it is, man. It is the Saturday morning mix with our boy DJ Biggs DC.
Yes,
You got
sir.
for us,
Yes,
brother.
sir. Let's go. Let's go. So, since we on the topic of politics, right? I just kind of wanted to get it straight into it. So we talk about politics. That's the title of this mix, right?
Pound
And again, we talk about politics. So, so you know how it is, man. You know
Hey,
we
look, y'all, hold up.
it take
Hold
us
up, y'all.
nowhere, man.
Bro, I gotta tell them, man. So look, he put this in the chat and everything. He spelled out Talembout. I didn't even know Talembout had like a proper spelling, bro. But he had it.
Yeah, man. So again, our mixes are on title, and it's just a little bit of how we curate and narrate some of the topics that we discuss in this episode. So again, we'll jump right into it. First, what you got for me, Charlie? We talking about politics. So what you got for me?
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it to the shy real quick.
Okay.
If I could, I'm gonna take it to the shy real quick.
Okay.
Because we live in the American dream,
Right.
but the
Right.
people highest up got the lowest self-esteem.
Boss.
I'm saying
Yeah,
Talk
we
boss
to me.
going
lady.
we gonna take it to the shot. We going Kanye West. All falls down. I think
Okay.
that's that song. It has some things in there that have a political reference, but I think ultimately it's talking about trying to chase that American dream, which, quite frankly, I don't feel that there is an American dream.
Talk to
But
him.
that's
Talk to him.
topic for another day. But we going all falls down.
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Okay. All right. We got the most provocative individual, it's Kanye West. So I like that. I like that one. Ron, what you got for me, baby? Talk to me.
First one, I'm gonna go back to what I referenced earlier. The quote from the song "High for Hours." I'm going "High for Hours" from J. Cole. A lot of political references made there that still apply today.
That's a dope song, man. J. Cole. We don't know where he at. Maybe riding a bike or something. But shout out to you, J. Cole. You doing your thing, man.
J. Cole probably working in a warehouse this
Right.
morning. Oh, man, he just be doing whatever.
So I think okay, it's my go. So I'm gonna go with I went with Nas, If I Ruled the World. I just felt like when I hear that, man, I'm like, dang, right? Like this is what I would do, you know what I mean? If we had the opportunity, you know what I mean? So it's coming though, it's coming, it's coming.
Yeah.
So next one, what you got for me, Charlie? Talk to me.
Oh, we taking this one to the West Coast now.
All right.
And we're gonna go to the West Coast. None other poet laureate Tupac Shakur.
Okay.
Keep your head up.
Yes.
Keep your head up.
We gotta keep
it. Come on, man.
Hey, that drum sample on that was crazy. He was stupid. All right, Ron, what you got for me? Talk to me.
Next one I'm gonna go Nas and Jay-Z from the Hip Hop Is Dead album. Black Republicans.
Ooh, they was both spitting on that.
It was going hammer.
Spitting.
That was so that's the first song that they did together after their beef.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Just a little fun fact. So.
They was going crazy. All right, so I'm gonna finish this off. Well, the next one for me is I went with Joey Badass, Land of the Free, off the American with the KK. He spelled it out with K, so he's symbolic to, of course, some of the treatment that we have here going on. But it's a dope record. Please check it out. Land of the Free. I think it came out 2017 album, something like that. So dope album. But what you got for me, Charlie? You up?
It's my last one. We're gonna still keep it over here, West Coast. I don't know. I feel like I got a little thing for the West Coast now. Maybe I don't know.
Mm.
But if we're gonna do a political
Hold on, man.
mix,
Hold on. I feel like
Yeah.
she was dropping something right there. She was dropping a little nugget right there. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, we'll see. We'll
Little
see. We'll
clue.
see. We'll see. So I feel like if with this particular mix, it's only right. We got to get a little bit of Kendrick Lamar in there. We
I
got to get
got
a
you.
little bit of Kendrick. One of my favorites. All right.
Okay.
I think that when it talks about the things that we've endured, just kind of as Black people, if you will. But I think at the end of the day, the message of unity and hope and community,
Mhm.
I think that's needed right now. So
Yeah.
my last choice.
Huge record. Definitely. I ain't even going to talk about Other Boy, but that's a record that y'all know my disdain for certain people, man. My disdain. But that
Not even
record,
gonna say his
I'm gonna let
name.
you
Not
get
I
this
ain't
even
gonna,
gonna
off.
say his
I ain't even gonna,
I'm
I
gonna
ain't
name.
let
even
y'all
gonna
get
say
this
it.
off,
I
man.
ain't
Go
even
ahead.
gonna say his name, but that meant that means so much to us, in the Black community. And people don't understand. Like it's really a shout out to Pharrell too. He did that too. But definitely one of them huge records that it's going to stand the test of time. So shout out to you for that selecting that one. That's a definitely a great choice. Ron, what you got for us, man?
I'm gonna take it home, and I'm gonna go with another classic, man. I'm gonna go to the Dirty Dirty,
Mm.
and I'm taking it to Outkast and Goody Mob.
Ooh,
You gotta
wait.
get up and get out and get
Mm.
something.
Something.
You can't
Okay.
let the play for
Ooh.
the world pass by.
Ooh.
What? Come on, man.
Hey, you talking crazy. Hey,
Yeah, man.
shout out to
Dirty Dirty.
the Goody Mob and Outkast, man.
Oh yeah, recent Hall of Fame
Yes,
inductees.
yes, yes,
By
Yes.
the way, yes.
yes.
Shout out to them.
Legends, living legends. And we gotta give them more love, man. Shout out to them. I might need to do a little Outcast, little vibe, little whole Stankonia, Goody Mob. Okay,
Hmm.
all right.
To be continued.
To be continued. All right. So next one, I went to Circle of Solve. I went with Killer Mike for the Mike from the Michael album, which was a phenomenal album. My goodness, bro. And I went with Enrich, just because it talks about the beat on that, and he's just talking his talk. You know how Killer Mike represents for us, and just talking about us owning, what we need to own and do better as a community. So dope record. It's got 6 Black up there and some other folks up there too, but nice beat and nice record. So that's us right now in and off our we talking about politics mix. And again, we definitely want to make sure y'all enjoy and check our mixes. Again, we are on Tidal as well. We're on YouTube, so it's definitely something to kind of rock out on a Saturday and keep rocking with us. And we appreciate all the love and support. Please like and subscribe. Follow us on Love on Shuffle at IG. And we're gonna keep rocking out. Let's go. Let's get it.
Every time, man. Every time.
Every
And that, folks, will take us to the end of today's episode. There it go. I was
Yeah,
waiting for that
right.
this whole time,
You gotta
man.
give us one. You gotta give us one.
Yo, it's old. It's like I still don't know how that does its that I don't know, but I think it's some of the power of what we do here and what we talk about here on Love on Shuffle, folks. We appreciate y'all, man, rocking with us here every other Saturday morning, man, 10 a.m. right here on YouTube. And you can always play it back as well. If you ever want to chime in with us and share your thoughts, drop it down here in the comments. We want to hear from you as well. All right. But until next time, it's been Rome Jones representing IAX. It's an experience. Benjamin T.
Let's go.
And our girl Charlie Ray. This has been Love on Shuffle, man. Later.
All right. That was dope.
One and done.
Yo, listen, Charlie. When that segment came, I was banging on the desk. I was getting hot, yo. I don't know who you was talking about right there, but they was making me hot.
Listen. I feel like this